for those that cannot make the live. All right, so if you didn't see the message in the Instagram group, you need your band or strap, so one or the other, something to help with some stretches, and then yoga blocks and or small pillows. You don't have to have those items, but highly recommend to have something. Cats work well too, Holly. She's got her little fur babe over there. Perfect. Okay, let's get started. And me, myself, I was always going to join. Zoe's had a very big week. She got lots and lots and lots and lots of beach runs. So she is tuckered out. She's ready to be back to her normal. Okay, we are going to start seated. And if you do want to be propped on anything, feel free, obviously. If you're cool with sitting on the floor, you can choose for that as well. She's going to have to move partway through. Okay, so we're just going to start seated, cross-legged, or whatever position is comfortable for you. It feels weird being live. I feel like it's been too long. Okay. We're going to start sitting nice and tall. If that's any shifts through the pelvis for yourself, chest, shoulders, anything that you need to do. And then just rest your hands what feels good for you. On your lap, hands up, down, it does not matter. And just take a couple moments to ground yourself. I just came in from my walk, so my heart rate's a little bit higher. So just some nice big inhales, exhales. You can close your eyes if that feels good to get yourself into this moment. We're going to start with, along with the breath, some neck and shoulder stuff. We are just breathing here right now. Maybe just 2 more cycles of breath, preparing yourself here. And then maybe you take your last breath in all the way to the top of your breath in. And just hold it there for a moment. And then give yourself a nice big sigh out. All right, we are going to take right ear towards right shoulder. We're going to work quarters around through the neck. So you're going to take your right ear towards your right shoulder. You're going to roll your chin towards your chest in center and then back over. So you're just going to give yourself this like little kind of massage over to the right. Just noticing if anything is going on for that side. If dropping the left hand beside you to lengthen through that side of the left side of the neck feels good, you can do that. So you're just going center to right shoulder, back through center a couple of times. And then we're going to come all the way over so that the left ear is towards left shoulder. Oh, this side's a little bit tighter. And again, taking the right fingertips down feels good. So now you're going from left ear to left shoulder and then chin towards chest. Slow, mindful, and just really trying to exaggerate that lengthening through the right side of the neck and shoulder. All right, we're going to take it towards the back now. So you're going to work from the back, looking up, back towards left ear to left shoulder. So that back quarter, feels good. Lengthening through the side of the neck. And again, if having that right fingertips towards the floor is good for you to lengthen. Good. And then we're going to come all the way back around, right ear towards right shoulder. And then you're working that last quarter of the neck. Oh my goodness. Feels so good. Getting that full range. A couple more times for this last quarter. Good. And we will come back to neutral. Starting with some shoulder shrugs, you're going to take an inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Creating that tension, and then exhale, press them really far down. So think of what's happening through your scapulas as well. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, press them down. Good, we're going to do 2 more just like that. Oh, that also feels good. Inhale, shoulders draw up. Exhale to take them down. 1 more time, big breath in. And then exhale down. Good, okay, seated 8. So now we're gonna get a little bit more chest, back of shoulders. Taking those arms forward, thumbs to face down, backs of the hands. Drop your chin towards your chest and round through your spine. Also tuck that tailbone under. So you're really creating that nice big round. Take a nice big breath and rotate the palms to come up. Squeeze the shoulder blades back as you take your gaze up and you arch through that spine. Exhale to return to that starting position, thumbs to face down, backs of hands to touch. Good. Doing that again, breath in, open it all up. Oh, also feels good. All of the things, especially after a 3.5-hour car ride. We're gonna do it one more time. Give yourself one more big breath in, take your time, get that nice big rotation, palms to face up, squeeze the shoulder blades back, breath in, and then exhale to return back to that starting shape. Good. We're gonna take it into seated lateral. This is our last one in this shape. So you can take your left hand beside you, right arm reaches up and over. Making sure if you are elevated, like myself, which is totally fine, just or on the floor, make sure both sitting bones are pressing into the mat as you take it from left to right. Go slow. Really think of what's happening through the side body here, as well as the shoulder blades as you reach over from right to left. The next time you're over to your left side, we're gonna hang out there. So taking that left hand towards the mat, right arm reaches over. You're gonna take a nice big breath in, rotate so the chest comes up. Big breath in, and then exhale, rotate so the chest comes down. Keep reaching the right fingers as far as you can. Do that again. Big breath in, open up chest. Oh, that's good. Exhale at your own pace. Keep reaching the right fingertips as far as you can. Do that one more time. Open up. Nice job. And exhale to wrap. Okay, so obviously we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Make your way over to the right. Hand comes toward the floor, fingertips come towards the floor, left arm reaches up and over. As you take that breath in, rotate so the chest comes up towards sky ceiling. Oh, that side feels good. Exhale, chest to come down. 2 more times for that side. Big breath in, keep reaching the left fingers as far as you can. Sitting bones both stay close to your mat or towards your elevated surface. One more time, big breath in, open it up. Oh, so good. Exhale, back to round. Nice job. Okay. Coming now, if you were elevated, remove what you were sitting on. If you were not, you can just simply take the soles of the feet towards one another. So Baddha Konasana, legs. Okay, hips are tight. Take your hands towards your ankles for a moment. You can take the elbows to the inside of the knees. Maybe just a little bit of a rock from right to left if that feels good, or whatever does. Maybe it's just getting a little bit of an active press and release. Or maybe if you feel like just doing like butterfly legs, do whatever feels good for those hips. Just play around for a moment. Do we have any flexies out there if your knees are touching the floor? Amazing. I'm jealous. That'll never be me. Okay, from here, we're gonna come into a little bit of a like Sufi. So you're gonna kind of circle around and think of what's happening in the pelvis. So your hands are anchored towards your ankles. So you're kind of doing like that lateral cat and cow position, right? So you round around, still focusing on that breath. Focusing on low back and pelvis, inner thigh. Change your direction, go the other direction. Anchoring those hands, noticing where is stiff for you here. Lots of places, or maybe not. Good, we're gonna come back into that neutral spine, so sitting nice and tall. Take your right hand in behind you, left hand is going to hook towards that right knee. So pressing towards that right knee, make sure that left knee hasn't come up. Try to keep it pressing down. Take your gaze to your right side. Doesn't have to be a massive twist here, but think of lengthening through your spine. Breathing in, sitting tall. Maybe on that exhale, you can twist a little bit more, maybe not. Just be aware. Take one more breath for this side. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Switching towards the other side. Left hand comes in behind. Right hand hooks to left knee. Taking your gaze, taking that chest as far to the left as you can in your twist. Keeping that right knee down as much as you can. Big breath in, big breath out. One more cycle for the side. Big breath in. And big breath out. Good. Coming back in through center. Take a nice big breath in, reach both arms up overhead. That might be hard for those hips. Exhale, reach and forward fold over those legs. Now, if that spine rounds, amazing. If you want to try to keep your back more flat, do what feels good for that position as you reach those fingertips forward. Rounded does feel really good, but maybe lengthening for you. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we'll take those hands in behind. We're going to take those heels out nice and wide, coming into a 90-90 position with those legs. So a little windshield wiper to get those hips warmed up. So taking it from left to right. I'm out of space here. Someone's hogging it all. Left to right a couple more times. Good. Oh, feels so good. We'll make our way to our right side to start this time. So come on over and up out of your right side. So you want to make sure that that ankle, knee, hip for both legs are at that 90-90 shape. I'm going to wiggle my way around here. There we are. Good. Okay. Frame your front leg. So fingertips by the foot, fingertips by the knee at that front side. You're going to end up tenting your elbows out nice and wide. So we're going to take a nice big breath in to sit tall first. And then exhale, you're going to bring your chest towards that shin, elbows come wide. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to come down. I would love for you to be pressing that knee and shin down towards your mat, really working on that external rotation through the hip. Inhale to come up. Ooh, a little crampy cramp in that little hip. Feeling all of the feels. Inhale one more time, exhale, fold, and then hold that. You can walk your hands out nice and wide. You can also come into modified pigeon, taking them forward if you don't have a fur animal in front of you. Oh, there we go. She got the cue. Okay, there we go. We're breathing and holding right here, pressing that shin down, pressing that knee down, really working on that hip. Breathing here for 3, for 2. All right, listen up. You're going to take yourself behind you to the right forearm. So you're circling around to that right side, and then you're going to open up that left arm. So working a little bit more in through. I'm going to take my mat back, opening up through that chest and shoulder, and then you're going to exhale. Reach under towards the left. Nope, that's the right side ribs. So we're on right forearm. Left arm is opening up on the inhale. You're still with your 90-90 legs. Exhale to wrap and reach toward right ribs. Do that one more time. Big breath in. Open it all up. Nice job. And then exhale last. Reach towards those right ribs. Amazing job. Making your way back up and then taking those fingertips once again behind you. Windshield wiping those legs from right to left. I have to move all my stuff out of the way and over. There we go. Now I get my mat space back. All right. So that windshield wiper action a couple more times. Right to left. Really exaggerating your internal, external from your hips. And the next time you're over to your left, if you are ready to go, stay there, come on out of that. And then again, making sure you've got your 90-90, right fingertips towards foot, left fingertips toward knee, and we want to make sure that knee is pinning towards the floor as best as we can. Big breath in to sit nice and tall. Exhale to fold chest towards shin. Oh, email popped up. It's so annoying. Breath in. Sitting tall. Exhale, folding chest towards shin. There we go. Okay. Inhale one more time. Big breath in, lengthen. Exhale to fold and hold there. So your option is to stay tented, take the hands wide or take the hands forward, whatever feels good for you. That shin is pressing down, knee is pressing down, breathing here for 3. Oh, that side feels good for 2. And for 1, okay, circling yourself back behind you now to come onto the left forearm. You are still in your 90-90 legs. Take a nice big breath in, reach right arm behind you, opening chest and shoulder there. Exhale to reach under towards left side ribs. Getting that nice rotation in through that upper body, mid-back. Inhale, open chest. Exhale to wrap and reach. Well, one more time there. Taking your time, moving nice and slow and mindful. Breath in, open. Exhale to wrap and reach. Oh my goodness. Okay, making your way back up to seated. We're going to extend those legs straight out in front. We're almost done the seated stuff. We're going to make our way into a couple little tabletop things and then onto our back, which is always, well, it's my favorite anyways. Okay, so flexing through those toes, engaging through the legs. Take a nice big breath in, reach those arms away, all the way up overhead. Exhale, giving yourself a nice forward fold. So try to keep your back flat in this one as much as you can. I know we love to round. Try to think tall and lengthen. So if it's only holding on to shins, no problem. Maybe it's ankles, maybe you can do the toes, just taking 2 more cycles of breath here, lengthening through the backs of those legs, opening up calves, opening up hamstrings and low back. 1 more breath in. And exhale. Good. Come back up to seated. Bring your right leg with you so that the right ankle comes above the left knee. Seated figure 4 here. We're going to work a little bit more on our hips. We all can use it. Take your right hand towards that left. Take your right hand towards the right knee. Left hand is on the foot. Okay, we're going to take an inhale. We're going to let that knee come up a little bit and then exhale, pushing it down and open. Think of what's happening through your hip. Inhale. Up, exhale, down. Just gentle, a little bit of tension. Inhale again. Exhale, push that knee down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down and hold that there. Okay, you should feel a nice little rotation in through that right hip. Just a little bit, take one more big breath in. You're gonna try to keep that knee where it is. You're gonna take those hands towards the left shin. Okay, maybe that's not good for you. You can keep the hands to the knee and the foot, keeping that cradle position, or maybe you can reach towards the left foot. You can choose what feels good for you, and I want you to everybody bring their chest forward. So you got that nice hinge, really increases that hip stretch. Take one more big breath in right there. And exhale. Okay. Woo. Release that right side. Give that leg a little bit of a shake. Oh, that's intense. Okay. Obviously, we're doing the other. We're going to do one more forward fold first. Both legs extended out. Flex through the toes. Take a big breath in. Reach the arms up. Nice job. Exhale, forward fold. Still with the flat back. Maybe you can go a bit deeper. Maybe that's opened some things up. Maybe not. That's cool too. Taking one more big breath in. Nice flat back. Hinging from those hips. And exhale. Coming back up towards seated. Left side is going to join. Left ankle is just above that right knee. Noticing maybe a difference from side to side. I always say that because the left side for me is much more challenging. Right hand towards foot, left hand towards knee. Okay, here we go. Take a nice big breath in. Let that knee come up a little bit. And then exhale, giving that gentle push down. External rotation of the hip. Inhale. And exhale. Oh man, oh man. Okay, 2 more times. Breath in at your own pace. Exhale to push external rotation. One more time, just adding that nice little bit of tension to feel that stretch. Exhale on this one and hold that position. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Trying to keep and maintain this position. Maybe taking your hands towards shins, sole of foot, keeping it there, but forward folding. Oh man, okay. I didn't stretch once this entire week. Not like me at all. Forward folding here, breathing here for 3, for 2, and then releasing that. Oh my goodness, left leg can come out. You can give that a shake, a shimmy. We're gonna make our way to tabletop. Great little time to grab a sip of water if you want. Making your way to hands and knees. Once you've made your way there, checking in with yourself, making sure those shoulders are stacked over the wrists, spreading the fingers nice and wide so you've got that nice, platform is the word I was thinking of. That's not the right word. You guys know what I mean. Just have your fingers spread wide, okay? Hips over knees, toes tucked or untucked. Someone's gonna tell me the word when we get off. Okay, play around here for a moment, check in with the wrists. You can tuck the toes, maybe untuck the toes. You can do whatever feels good. Maybe some lateral cat and cows, just feeling it all out. Maybe 10 more seconds. Just playing around with the body here, checking in. And then we'll make our way back to neutral table. We're gonna do traditional cat and cows together, just because they always feel so good. And you can never do enough cat and cows. Okay. Take a nice big inhale, lifting that gaze, lifting that tail, creating that beautiful arch through the spine. And then exhale, tuck the tail under, pull that belly button up and in, puff the shoulders, rounding through that back, pressing into your hands, dropping chin towards chest to finish. Inhale, go slow, close your eyes, go mindful here. Big breath in, exhale to come into your cat. Good, we'll do that one more full cycle. When you are ready with your own breath. Holy man, does it ever feel good though? Inhale. Big exhale to round. Amazing, amazing. Where are we going from here? Oh, some thoracic. Okay, fun. Untuck those toes if they were tucked. Slide your left hand towards underneath of your face. We're gonna take a nice big breath in. Opening up through that right side once again. We're reaching up and open. Exhale, dropping that hand underneath, threading through, tapping the right shoulder down. Good. Inhale again to come back up. Breath in, open, open, open. Getting that nice rotation. Make sure you're not tilting through the hips. We want those hips to remain square. We'll do that one more time. Big breath in. We're going to come down and we're going to hang out, but we're going to actually come into more of a child's pose. So as that right hand comes down, press your hips back and then reach your left fingertips forward. You're gonna keep your shoulders square. So you're not rotating this time. You're actually just getting that stretch through the back of the arm, in through that shoulder. Oh, and then press those hips back just like you would in child's pose. Take 2 more cycles of breath there. Ooh, that's intense for that shoulder. Take 1 more breath. Good. Slide your left hand back underneath your face, press and reach and rotate 1 more time with that right arm. Nice job. And we'll switch to the other side. Oh, that feels so good. Okay. Right hand's going to come in below the face. We switch to the left side. Big breath in, open it up. Exhale, coming through, tapping that left shoulder down. Good. Oh, in breath to come up, reach, rotate. Exhale to come down and through. 1 more time for this side. Big breath in. Reach and rotate, opening it up, exhale. So here's where we're coming down and through. Hips stay square, shoulders stay square. Left back of arm is coming towards your mat, right fingertips reach forward. Keeping the hips and shoulders square. It's like that child's pose, but you've got that stretch through the left arm as you reach with the right. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Okay. Right hand's gonna come back underneath the face, press through that right arm 1 more time, reach with the left. Nice job. Taking that left hand back down towards your mat. Okay, we're gonna tuck our toes at the back. We're gonna come into a downward dog for a moment. Oh, we normally don't do this in our stretch and mobility, but we're gonna do it tonight. So if that's pedaling it out for you, oh my goodness, getting in through those calves, take a moment. You can also focus on shoulders by bending nice and deep into those knees, lifting the hips high, whatever feels like what you need, do that. We're just gonna do it for like 4 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Okay, take a big step forward with that right foot towards the right hand and lower that left knee down, untuck the left toes. You are now in lizard. Okay, one of my faves. One of my faves for my hips, for our hips, for everyone's hips. All right, wiggle the right toes just out to a 45. So can't see my toes. Okay, there we go. Now you can kind of, so nice little 45. I also want your right knee opening away from your body, okay? So pushing your right knee open and away. Now, for my flexi people, you can bring your yoga mats, yoga blocks. Here, you can come to forearms. Maybe you can make your way to forearms without your yoga blocks. Don't compromise your stretch though. Just breathing here. We want that right knee opening away from the body as much as you can. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Okay, a couple of options. What's coming next? For my extra bendy people, you can take your right arm back. You can bend into your left foot. You can reach back and connect. I cannot do that. I get cramps in my hamstrings and my feet. If you cannot do that, like myself. Coming into twisted, so you can press onto the inside of that right knee, roll onto the outside of that right foot. Just take your gaze to your right, nice and gentle, feeling what feels good for you. Ooh, breathing there for 3, for 2. Oh my goodness. All the needs for the hips. Okay, roll back to the right sole of the right foot. Take your right hand down, back down. Tuck your left toe, step your right foot back to meet your left back into your down dog. This is the last down dog, don't worry. We're not going crazy yoga tonight. We're gonna take that nice big step forward though with the left foot. Come on down to that right knee. Oh, always feels good. Untuck the right toes up back. Lizard for this side. So as you know, you can come down to those forearms just as you did on the other side or stay on your hands. Slight turnout of the left foot though. And that left knee is trying to open away from the body as much as you can. Breathing into those hips. Whew. I think I could say 99.9% of people could use hip work. We all can. We walk all the time. We sit, all of those things. Everything that we do with our lower body involves our hips and low back. Always extra love for those places. Okay, take 1 more breath here. Okay, so again, you have the option to bend in through the right leg, reach back with the left arm to connect. If that doesn't feel so good for you, flex through the left toes, take the left hand to the inside of that left knee, coming into that nice little gentle twist for that left side. Taking 1 more big breath in wherever you are. So good. Okay, left sole of foot comes down, reach or letting go of whatever option you had, left hand comes back. You're gonna come into a narrow child's pose. That left leg is gonna join the right. Take your knees towards one another, take your hips back. So just giving yourself a little counter stretch to what we were doing. We were opening through the front of the hips, now you're closing them in. You can rest your forehead on the mat, really reach those right hands, oh my goodness, both hands forward. Take one more big breath where you are. So good. And then we're gonna make our way to our back. So another sweet little spot, if you do wanna grab a sip of water before you make your way down, please have your strap or your band handy, as well as whatever props you're using. So whether it's yoga blocks or pillow, I'm gonna have all of them because I'm gonna really prop myself up when we get there. Okay, everything can be to the side right now. Just make sure you don't have to sit back up to get it. So have it all handy for when you're getting yourself down. Okay, onto your back, you can hug your knees in towards your chest once you are there. Giving yourself maybe a little rock from right to left if that feels good. Releasing any tension through that low back, in through those hips. We're gonna give ourselves a nice little twist to start by releasing that left leg out nice and long, hugging that right knee in nice and tight for a moment. Just give a squeeze. So wrapping the hands towards that shin and really hugging that knee in. Maybe taking it towards the outside of the ribs as well. So you're opening up that knee a little bit. That also can feel really nice. Oh, it does. Okay. One more breath. And then taking the left hand to the outside of the right knee, right arm to your T, right arm out towards your T. You can tell that I haven't done this in a while, hey? Hug your knee in towards your chest and then over to the left. I need to get back to our regular live so I can speak properly again. Twisting right knee over to your left. Right arm is grounded, right shoulder is grounded. You're breathing into low back, hip, especially through that glute. You also have the option here to extend that right leg, maybe sliding your hand down further. Otherwise, try to hug your knee in towards your chest as much as you can to really get into that glute. Take one more big breath in right here. And then making your way back into your center, you're going to grab your strap. We're gonna get into that hamstring. Taking the strap, band, towel, whatever you are using, wrapping it around the sole of the right foot and then pressing that heel up. Your hamstrings are super tight. You can also bend the left leg. I encourage you, if you can, to keep the left leg extended out. Okay, we're gonna come into a nice little just holding here first, making sure you have a nice little bit of tension. Make sure you have a soft bend in through that knee. We don't want the leg to be locked out here. We're just breathing into the back body here, into the right side specifically. Then we're gonna come into a little bit of movement for the ankle and the calf more so than anything. So we're gonna come into that nice point and flex as well as the shin. So if you do a lot of walking or running, this one is fantastic. And or if you are just human, point and flex here. Go slow and try to get your biggest range. Making sure you still have that nice soft bend in through the knee. Give yourself one more flex. Oh, and one more point. Nice job. Okay, choose which one you feel best in, point or flex, and then we're going to stay here for 3 seconds of breath. Ooh, that flex feels good, but so does the point. I'm going to choose the flex. You can do whatever feels better for you. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Releasing your strap off to the side. Okay, you're going to roll over onto your left side. Left leg is going to stay straight out. You can support your head with your arm. Arm can be extended out. We're coming into just a quad stretch for that right side. So now opposite to hamstring, quad. And I want you to grab a hold of the top of the foot, drop that knee down towards the opposite, and then think of tucking your tail in that position. Oh man. Okay, so quads are tight. We're feeling all the feels. Just breathing there. Making sure that the tail is tucked, so you're activating through your glutes as well here. The knees don't have to be touching. I have actually quite a space in between mine. No problem. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and release. Rolling back onto your back, hug both knees back into the chest. Words are hard. Give yourself that little rock one more time. Oh my goodness, but the right leg feels amazing now, right? Okay, we'll extend the right leg back out. Left knee is gonna come in, and again, we're just gonna give that nice big squeeze. So we're not doing anything else other than wrapping the hands towards that shin. And you can also do, like I'm doing a bit of a release and then a big pull. And again, if you want to come towards the outside of the ribs, that also feels good. anything, really. Playing around with that hip and coming into that full flexion. All right, from here, we'll take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, left arm to that big T position, and then guiding the left knee over to the right. Oh, so good. Shoulders maintain contact. We're just twisting from mid-back downwards. Left knee comes over, and again, you can extend through the left leg if that feels better for you. Otherwise, hugging that knee up towards the body. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Making your way back in through center. Woo, that feels good. Grabbing your strap, your prop, whatever you are using, hooking that around the sole of the left foot, extending that left leg up, pressing through that heel. We're all in flexion right now. We're not moving just yet, prepping that hamstring. Option to bend the right leg if that feels better for you. Just depends on how tight those hamstrings are. Whew. All the feels, all the feels. Flexing in through those toes, soft bend in through the knee, always feels good. We will add in our point and flex. So getting that nice full range. Ooh, pointing and flexing. We did lots of beach walks, so walking in the sand, killer. I know we've all done it, so Zoe was having the time of her life. Point and flex, point and flex. That's basically all we did. Not complaining. Okay, come into which one you choose, whether that's the point, whether that's the flex, whatever one feels good for you. Breathing into that back of the leg for 3, for 2, and for 1. Releasing. I could stay in that for a lot longer. Releasing that prop off to the side, making your way now to the right side, rolling over, using the right arm as that cushion, grabbing the top of the left foot to come into your side quad stretch. Tucking the tail, ooh, giving that nice little squeeze there. Breathing into that left side for 3, for 2, and for 1. Okay, making your way back onto your back. Hugging both knees back into the chest one more time. If the rock feels good, you can. Otherwise, just giving that nice big squeeze. We're going to go into happy baby. So one more little hamstring and hip stretch here. So taking the outside of the feet into the hands, pressing those feet up towards the sky ceiling, pulling the knees down towards the side body here. If that rock feels good, you can go there. If just static feels good, stay there. We breathe into the belly. Big release out. Do that one more time. Big breath in. And big breath out. Slowly releasing that happy baby, whatever feels good for you. We're going to make our way to a little resting to finish. So I'm going to give a few variations. This is where you're going to need your pillow or blocks. So if you're feeling like you have tight chest shoulders, you'll take the first variation, which is just going to be taking whatever you have in behind head, neck, shoulders area. So you're just going to elevate. If you have blocks, fantastic. You can create a little bit of a T. Okay, so this will go, the purple would be in between your shoulder blades. The black is for your head resting. If you feel like you have tight hips, you can, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my pillow behind my head to rest. I'm going to take my block in behind my tailbone, okay, base of the spine. That's going to really open up the hips. So if you do a lot of sitting through your day, or if you've sat a lot through the weekend, this one's fantastic. If you have low back, another great one is taking the blocks below the calves or towards the ankles, elevating your feet there. And then the last one option is if you feel like you need to get some nice fresh circulation through those legs, if you stand a lot, take your block back below the sitting bones and then just let those legs come up. Okay, so it's basically legs up the wall. And if you are close by a wall, you can also take that option. So we're going to hang out for, let's call it 75 seconds. So just over a minute. I don't know why I picked that number, but it felt needed. I'm going legs up the wall version. I feel like I could use that after the car ride. Close your eyes and then really connect with your breath. See if you can notice what option you chose, if you can breathe more energy and space to that place. So if it's the shoulders, the neck, the hips, the low back. Breathe into that place. Really think of expansion into that area to really open things up and to really release. You showed up for yourself tonight to give yourself some care, some love, some stretch, some shift through the body. It's always, always needed. I miss our weekly stretches. We need to incorporate those back in. Definitely in the fall for sure. All right, we got about 15 seconds left here. Really expand through your breath. Really enjoy those last few moments of stillness for your evening. We'll take one more breath in. However you are, stay as you are, last cycle. And exhale that out. Slowly, mindfully releasing whatever props you were using. Make your way up to seated. Do not rush. Take your time. Move as slowly as you need to remove any of the props. Actually, if you've already made your way up to seated, you can stay. If you have not, remove everything and then just lay flat on your mat for a moment. I hope no one sat up yet. I hope you're all moving slowly enough I caught you. Just come into like a flat back Shavasana position and just notice if you feel anything different. So it depends on what option you took, but you should feel super extended in whatever option you took. It's super cool what your body can do and what your body can create in that short period of time. Should it feel good? Okay, now when you are ready, however it feels good for you, I like to take the backs of my hands to the backs of the legs, give yourself a rock along that spine a couple of times. That always feels good to make your way up to seated. Let's do one more fold to finish, yeah? All right, extend those legs out. Because it always feels so good. This time though, you get to choose how that forward fold looks. Take a big breath in, reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale, release and fold. If you want to use your strap around your feet, if you want to bend through your knees so you can grab soles of feet, you can round through your back, you can flatten through your back. You can do whatever feels good here. I love bending through my knees and letting my belly come towards the top of my legs and really forward folding here. We're going to hang out here for 3. Big inhale into that low back for 2. And release when that feels good for you. Oh my goodness, that was so needed. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Always can use a stretch. We always all can. It's like, do we put the time in? And many people do not. Who needed that tonight? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, some hands. Good, amazing, amazing. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna actually share this one. Well, you guys will get it as well, but I will share this one on YouTube and I'll be sending it out. It was about just under 37 minutes. Tuesday, August 1st, I'm saying it out loud, we start the next block. So that's gonna be live Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays for the month of August. So if you haven't signed up and you want to, you can still. So just letting you know. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night and a great start to your week tomorrow. Bye, everyone.